Crazy Dude Paul, and I'm here today with another product review. Always seems to be photographic, but this time's something a little bit different to do with bird photography. And I don't mean having to carry around one of these, which I occasionally do, from a company called Netvue, which is a birdfy feeder. Quite a nice product. I've had it out of the box quickly just to see how it works, but I just want to unbox it and then go through and tell you what it's all about. So let's just take out and see what's in the box. Okay, so you have a solar panel, a strap for putting it around a tree, an instruction manual. Let's get rid of these bits and pieces. You have a template for putting the bracket up if you're going to put it on a bracket on the wall. You have the lid. You have the actual feeder itself, which has got a camera on it, which we'll come back to in a minute. Let's move all these bits and pieces. What else have we got? We've got the perch. We've got a box with some bits in, and we have the bracket. Okay. So let's have a look. All these bits over here. So this is the actual feeder itself. So this has got a 1080p live video camera, which works on a sensor. So when the bird lands on the perch, which slots into the front and needs a little screw there, which is probably in that little box there. So the bird comes and sits on here. The camera films it with all the seed in here, and it sends it to your phone because there's an app that's available to go with it as well. Now it's 135 wide view, so it's going to be very wide, the field of view. So it's good to position it in the garden where you're not going to get loads of rubbish in the background. Try and position it in a way that the background looks good as well, because obviously you're filming and photographing the birds with the camera. It's good to have a nice background. Let's just go through the rest of it. It's waterproof, so up to, was it IP65 weatherproofing, full colour night vision, 1.1L seed capacity, so 1.1 litre seed capacity, which goes in the back here. And actually, just as a tip, I thought I need to buy some food, so I went out and found like a lot of shops. It was about £5 for a bag of food. So if you're in the UK, I nipped down the pound shop and I managed to get a bag of seed and some nuts, £1 each. So little tip there. Okay, now the camera itself will move here, and you'll see there's a little SD card slot here. There's a USB cable, and there's the power on and off. Now this drops into here, and that completely hides that and waterproofs it. There is a little panel on the back here where, let's move that out of there, you can undo this lug here and release the camera. Now there is a little barcode on the bottom. I didn't need to scan it, but I've seen some people have needed to scan it for the app, but I didn't need to do that. Let's just push this back in here for a second to make that waterproofing in there, which actually covers your Wi-Fi aerial here. And in the back here we have a C port for your USB charging cable. Okay, so you can charge the camera from there, or if you're using the solar panel, that plugs into there to actually charge the camera up using solar power. Okay. So obviously you need to take off this plastic. You can angle the camera based on the sort of types of birds you're going to get. Now, my garden, I get wrens, I get blue tits, I get robins, I get pigeons. There's one nesting in the bush next door actually. I get squirrels, and I'm going to position this at the other end of the garden, so hopefully we won't get too many squirrels. And I get magpies. Apart from that, probably haven't seen a lot more, so this will tell me if I'm getting any finches and things like that as well. So the next thing that you need to do is, if you're using the solar panel, is that comes with a mounting plate, a long cable, and quite a nice solar panel which screws onto here. So you're going to position that somewhere near here to actually power this up. So what else does it come with? Okay, so there is a bracket. Okay, so this slots onto here. That's your bracket, which you will either put on the wall with the supply screws. Okay, so it comes with the raw plugs and screws for you to actually mount that. It also comes with the USB-C power adapter, and it also comes with an interesting quick release tripod mount. So I could actually put this on a tripod. What it also comes with is this strap. Now this strap basically will go through these parts here and allow you to fasten this to a tree. So there's no need to put screws in and mount it. You can fasten it to a tree. This is very strong actually, very strong. You get your waterproof lid. Okay, so that will clip onto here. I'm not going to clip it on yet because I need to do some other bits, and then it will go like this for you to actually pour the seed into the back there. Okay. The other thing it comes with obviously is an instruction manual. An instruction manual is quite clear in a number of different languages. Once you've charged the camera up, because it only comes with a small amount of charge, you'll need to top that up. Once that's ready, you can start assembling it. And then what I would also do is, let's find the page, there's a barcode here. So what you do is you'll scan that barcode. That will take you to the Netvue app. Now, I looked at that Netvue app and I thought to myself, oh, okay, this is one for home security. And I didn't think I had the right app. But double checking, once you download the app, it asks you if you want to link it to a device, and the Birdfy Feeder is actually one of those devices. So you will then link up the app to this, going through the steps, which will link it to your Wi-Fi, and as part of that process it will come up with another barcode on the phone. You put that, sorry, QR code, beg your pardon, and you hold that QR code in front of this camera here, and that camera will then identify that code and link everything up. One thing you'll also need to do is look at where you're positioning this in your garden. Your Wi-Fi network, if it's not that strong, it will need to be nearer to the house, but you can actually, as on part of the setup, go and put this in the garden where you want to position it, and it will tell you whether your signal is strong or not. So that's the unboxing bit. We're going to add some more to this video in a second. What we're going to do is put this in the garden. So the instructions say that you should put the bird feed at between 2.2 and 3.5 metres. So we're probably going to mount this about here. We're going to put the strap around the tree in a second and then slot this onto it. Obviously it needs to have enough room for that to do, but obviously the bracket comes out like so. So this is in a reasonable position with my Wi-Fi signal, plus the background behind me is all greenery and I've not got doors and windows of the house, etc. in the shot. One thing I will say is that quality is great, the look is great, but why such bright colours? It'd be really nice to have this in more natural colours that fit it in. You know, if that was in a sort of browns and stuff, it wouldn't stand up so well, so much. Anyway, let's fit it. So, you get your bracket, you put your strap through, and then we've now got to mount that to there, which I'm now going to do. Okay, so we've put our bracket up, okay, and now what we need to do is slot our bird feeder onto here, clip it into place. Okay, so we've put our food in. What we then do is we clip that shut, so that makes it waterproof, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw a few peanuts in there as well, so you've got a little bit more variety of food. And then we're going to just move the camera so it's tilting at a little bit better angle. Okay. I'm going to wipe that off actually, because I think when we'll be doing that we've got a little bit of dust in there, and then all we need to do is actually switch this on. So I'll just press the on switch. Okay, put that in there nicely. So that is now all ready to go. Okay, and we'll see what happens. That's now sensing me, so I'm going to get notifications to my phone to say that something's here. We've got a smaller field of view because there's not really going to be too much interrupting it. So you know, we should just get the birds, maybe a squirrel, maybe a cat climbing the tree trying to get the pigeon. We'll see. Let's give it a few days and then we'll add another video of what we saw. So thanks for listening. This is a Netvue product, the Birdfy, which again, as I said, has been sent to me. I'm not being paid to do this review. I'm just giving my honest opinion, and we'll see how we get on. Hi everyone, the Birdfy's been up for a week now, and it took about 36 hours for it to really start getting any bird traffic. Obviously they need to get used to it, but then since then the notifications have been coming in constantly. Getting lots of blue tits, great tits, robins to the feeder. The app does identify the birds for you as well. It can identify up to 6,000 plus birds. Now obviously they're not just European birds, they're American birds, etc. as well. So it can sometimes get a little bit confused, and it really depends on what position the bird's in. So the great tits that have been coming, they've been coming up as different types of birds on occasion, purely based on if it's only seeing the back of it rather than the whole of the bird. It does get it right, sometimes it gets it wrong, but the AI does need to learn, and I think it will take a little bit of time for that to sort of streamline and give better results. But at the end of the day, it's great. The video quality is superb, and well worth a go. We're going to have a look now at some of the footage that it's filmed. Be back in a moment.
So as you can see, the results are pretty good. Pluses, it's a great product. It's a real bit of fun, nice for people to be able to see what's happening in their garden, especially for kids, for identifying and learning about the bird life, and for people that can't get about so much. It's quite nice because it's monitoring and telling them what's happening in their garden, which is quite cool. What isn't great about it, and it's not that bad to be honest with you, is it doesn't always get the birds right, and I think that's just really an AI learning thing. Gradually that's going to improve and give better results, but at the end of the day it's all a bit of fun. Is it worth the money? It's not a cheap product. Depends really. I'm enjoying it, to be honest with you. I didn't really want a bird feeder in the garden, but yeah, it's quite cool. Yeah, I think it is actually. Especially, as I say, if you can't get about, you can see what's going on, and for kids to learn and have a bit of fun, yeah, superb. Nice product. So it's a Netvue Birdfy rather, beg your pardon, Birdfy Bird Feeder. Check it out. You'll find a link at the bottom of this video to go and see it, to find out more about it, and please follow me for more reviews, or check out at Crazy Dude Paul on TikTok for some stupid videos and a special stupid video about this product. See you soon guys, bye.